Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on December 26, 2022 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangong langayate girim Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanya Meshwaram
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled Falashruti, attains the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hari Bol. Under the section, the meeting of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Raghunath Das Goswami. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.308. Raghunath Dasa's transcendental bliss was boundless. Forgetting everything external, he served the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his body and mind.
This is the perfection of life.
This is the perfection of life.
To serve the Lord with one's body and mind.
To serve the Lord with one's body and mind.
Completely absorbed in this divine seva.
Completely absorbed in his divine seva.
Raghunath Das had achieved this boundless bliss.
Raghunath Das has achieved this boundless bliss
By taking full shelter of Lord Chaitanya.
by taking full shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.309.
গোস্বামী রঘুনাথের কৃষ্ণেন্দ্রিয় পিতার্থে অদ্বিতীয় অদ্ভুত অচঞ্চল বৈরাগ্যযুক্ত ভজনাদর্শ বর্ণন। অনন্ত গুণ রঘুনাথের কে করিবে লেখা, রঘুনাথের নিয়ম যেন পাষাণের রেখা।
Who could list the unlimited transcendental attributes of Raghunath Das? His strict regulative principles were exactly like lines on a stone. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The word Pasanera Rekha are very significant. Raghunath Das Goswami followed the regulative principles so strictly and rigidly that they were compared to the lines on a stone. Such lines cannot be erased at any time, so the regulative principles observed by Sri Raghunath Das Goswami could not be changed under any circumstances.
Raghunath Das Goswami was following his worship principles very strictly.
Raghunath Das Goswami was following his worship principles very strictly.
On the order of Lord Chaitanya.
On the order of Lord Chaitanya. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.310.
সর্বক্ষণ কৃষ্ণ ভজন, 7.5 প্রহর যায় কীর্তন স্মরণে, আহার নিদ্রা চারিদণ্ড সেহ নহে কোনো দিনে।
Raghunath Das spent more than 22 hours out of 24 hours chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. He ate and slept for less than an hour and a half. On some days, that was also impossible.
Each devotee exhibited some qualities.
Each devotee exhibited some qualities.
Raghunath Das Goswami exhibited the quality of vairagya.
So, Raghunath Das Goswami is exhibiting the quality of vairagya, renunciation.
And he was completely detached from any form of material sense gratification.
He was completely detached from any form of material sense gratification.
Fully involved, engaged in the service.
Fully involved or engaged in the service of Lord Chaitanya,
Chanting the holy names.
chanting the holy names,
Worshipping his Govardhan Shila.
worshipping his Govardhan Shila. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.311.
বিজিত সর্বর্গ গোস্বামী রঘুনাথ বৈরাগ্যের কথা তার অদ্ভুত কথন আজন্ম না দিলা জিহ্বায় রসের স্পর্শন
Topics concerning his renunciation are wonderful. Throughout his life, he never allowed his tongue sense gratification. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.312.
ছিন্ডা কানি কাঁথা বিনা না পরে বসন সাবধানে প্রভুর কইলা আজ্ঞার পালন
He never touched anything to wear except a small torn cloth and a patchwork wrapper. Thus, he very rigidly executed the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The principle of very rigidly carrying out the order of the spiritual master must be observed. The spiritual master gives different orders to different people. For example, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, and Sanatan Goswami to preach, and he orders Raghunath Das Goswami to strictly follow the rules and regulations of the renounced order. All 6 Goswamis strictly followed the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the principle for progress in devotional service. After receiving an order from the spiritual master, one must strictly try to execute the order. That is the way of success.
This principle of following the order of the spiritual master
This principle of following the order of the spiritual master
was a guiding principle for His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami.
What principle
Huh?
was the guiding principle for His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
And because his spiritual master had told him that books are more important than building temples.
Because his spiritual master told him that printing books are more important than building temples.
That he should also make a GBC body.
That you should also make a GBC body.
So Prabhupada had established BBT
So Srila Prabhupada has established the BBT
to publish the books,
to publish the books,
and then he personally established 108 temples,
and then he personally established 108 temple,
and he very carefully carried out the order of his spiritual master.
And he very carefully carried out serving the order of his spiritual master.
And his son, he established the Governing Body Commission.
In ISKCON, he established the Governing Body Commission. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.313.
যাবন নির্বাহ প্রতিগ্রহ প্রাণ রক্ষা লাগি যেবা করে না ভক্ষণ তাহা খাইয়া আপনাকে কহে নির্বেদ বচন
Whatever he ate was only to keep his body and soul together. And when he ate, he would reproach himself thus. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.314.
দিব্য সম্বন্ধ জ্ঞানোদয় ক্রমে দেহাত্ম বুদ্ধি হ্রাস শ্রীমদ্ ভাগবতমে 7:15-40
Translation. If one's heart has been cleansed by perfect knowledge and one has understood Krishna, the Supreme Brahman, he then gains everything. Why should such a person act like a debauchee by trying to maintain his material body very carefully? Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 7:15-40 was spoken by Narada to Yudhishthira Maharaj regarding a householder's liberation from material bondage. On the spiritual platform, one does not unnecessarily care for the body. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has said that Deham Smriti nahi jar samsar vandan kaha tar. One who is spiritually situated does not think that he is the body. Therefore, he can transcendently execute severe penances in the renounced order of life. The best example of such renunciation is Raghunath Das Goswami.
Raghunath Goswami was the example of extreme renunciation.
So Raghunath Das Goswami was the example of extreme renunciation. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.315.
বিপণিকারের অবিকৃত পর্যুষিত কর্দমাক্ত প্রসাদান্ন পক্ষালন পূর্বক কৃষ্ণ উচ্ছিষ্ট চিদ বস্তু জ্ঞানে সম্মান প্রসাদান্ন প্রসারীর যত না বিকায় 2-3 দিন হইলে ভাত সড়ি যায়
Lord Jagannath's prasadam is sold by shopkeepers, and that which is not sold decomposes after 2 or 3 days. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.316.
সিংহদ্বারে গাভী আগে সেই ভাত ডারে ছড়া গন্ধে তৈলঙ্গি গাই খাইতে না পারে
All the decomposed food is thrown before the cows from Tailanga at the Simhadwara gate. Because of its rotten odor, even the cows cannot eat it. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.317.
সেই ভাত রঘুনাথ রাত্রে ঘরে আনি ভাত ধুইয়া ফেলে ঘরে দিয়া বহু পানি
At night, Raghunath Das would collect that decomposed rice, bring it home, and wash it with ample water. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.318.
ভিতরের দৃঢ়জয়ী মাঝি ভাত পায় লবণ দিয়া রঘুনাথ সেই অন্ন খায়
Then he ate the hard inner portion of the rice with salt.
And not Raghunath Das had taken the extreme renunciation,
Now Raghunath Das has taken the extreme renunciation,
taken the rotten rice,
taking the rotten rice,
which even the cows would not eat,
even the cows would not eat,
and wash that,
and wash that,
and get the inner portion,
and get the inner portion,
the hard rice,
the hard rice,
and eat that with salt.
and eat that with salt.
This is how Raghunath Das was showing great detachment.
This is how Raghunath Das was showing great detachment. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.319.
একদিন স্বরূপের সানন্দে চিদ বস্তু জ্ঞানে সেই কৃষ্ণ উচ্ছিষ্টাংশ গ্রহণ একদিন স্বরূপ তাহা করিতে দেখিলা হাসিয়া তাহার কিছু মাগিয়া খাইলা
One day Swarup Damodar saw the activities of Raghunath Das. Thus he smiled and asked for a small portion of that food and ate it.
And this was Lord Jagannath's Mahaprasad.
So this was Lord Jagannath's Mahaprasad.
But it had decomposed, and even the cows would not eat it.
It had decomposed that even the cows would not eat it.
It separated the rotten part,
He separated the hardened part, rotten part,
washed the rest
and washed the rest
with apple water,
with ample water
and get some inner hard rice.
and add some inner hard rice.
So Damodar, he begged for that rice.
So Swarup Damodar, he begged for that rice. Sri Chait-
And he ate it.
and he ate it. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.320.
গৌর কৃষ্ণের পরম পৃষ্ঠ রঘুনাথের গৃহীত প্রসাদী চিন্ময় কৃষ্ণ ভুক্তামৃত স্বরূপ কহে ওইছে অমৃত খাও নীতি নীতি আমা সবাই নাই দেহ কি তোমার প্রকৃতি
Swarup Damodar said, "You eat such nectar every day, but you never offer it to us. What is your character?"
So Damodar Goswami, he was humorously chiding Raghunath, you're taking some nectar and not giving us.
So, Swarup Damodar Goswami is humorously chatting with Raghunath that you are taking such nectar but you are not giving it to us.
So, the devotees that are seeing Raghunath Das's activities
So the devotees seeing Raghunath Das's activities
on a completely spiritual platform.
on completely spiritual platform. Hari Bol. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.321.
গোবিন্দের নিকট শ্রবণপূর্বক স্বয়ং প্রভুরও সেই কৃষ্ণ ভুক্তান্নামৃত গ্রহণ গোবিন্দের মুখে প্রভু সে বার্তা শুনিলাম আর দিন আসি প্রভু কহিতে লাগিলা
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the news of this from the mouth of Govinda, he went there the next day and spoke as follows. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.322.
খাসা বস্তু খাও সবে মরে না দেহ কেনে এত বলি এক গ্রাস করিলা ভক্ষণে
What nice things are you eating? Why don't you give anything to me? Saying this, he forcibly took a morsel and began to eat it.
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
he was appreciating what Raghunath Das was doing,
he was appreciating what Raghunath Das was doing.
so he took some of the rice morsel
So he took some of the rice morsel
and ate it.
and ate it. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.323.
সাধকের স্বয়ং কৃষ্ণ পিতার্থে বৈরাগ্য আচরণের অভ্যাস থাকিলেও নিখিল ঐশ্বর্যশালী হরিগুরু বৈষ্ণবকে একমাত্র প্রভু জ্ঞানে সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট চিত উপকরণ দ্বারা পূজা কর্তব্যতা শিক্ষাদান। আর গ্রাস লইতে স্বরূপ হাতেতে ধরিলাম, তব যোগ্য নহে বলি বলে কাড়ি নীলা।
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking another morsel of food, Swarup Damodar caught him by the hand and said, "It is not fit for you." Thus he forcibly took the food away. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.324.
প্রভু কর্তৃক সপ্রেষ্ট রঘুনাথের গৃহীত প্রসাদ প্রশংসা। প্রভু বলে নীতি নীতি নানা প্রসাদ খাই, ওইচে সাত আর কোনো প্রসাদে না পাই।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Of course, every day I eat varieties of prasadam, but I have never tasted such nice prasadam as that which Raghunath is eating."
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
in the opulent Jagannath Prasad,
he got very opulent Jagannath Prasad.
but he's saying how Raghunath Das's Prasad is more tasty.
But he's saying how Raghunath Das's Prasad is more tasty.
This is showing the very deep relationship with which Lord Chaitanya has with the devotees.
So this shows a very deep relationship which Lord Chaitanya has with his devotees. Hari Bol. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 6.325.
রঘুনাথের কৃষ্ণেন্দ্রিয় প্রীতি বাঞ্ছাময় বৈরাগ্য দর্শনে প্রভুর আনন্দ। এই মতো মহাপ্রভু নানা লীলা করে, রঘুনাথের বৈরাগ্য দেখি সন্তোষ অন্তরে।
Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed many pastimes at Jagannath Puri. Seeing the severe penances performed by Raghunath Das in the renounced order, the Lord was greatly satisfied.
Raghunath Das, coming from a very opulent background,
Raghunath Das, coming from a very opulent background
and performing this extreme penance
and performing this extreme penance
of the renounced order, satisfied Lord Chaitanya.
satisfied Lord Chaitanya.
Different activities performed by different devotees would satisfy Lord Chaitanya.
Different activities performed by different devotees would satisfy Lord Chaitanya.
His divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada,
His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada
wanted to spread the movement of Lord Chaitanya all over the world.
wanted to spread the movement of Lord Chaitanya all over the world,
And he wants his followers to take responsibility
and he wanted his followers to take responsibility
to continue spreading the Sankirtan movement
to continue spreading the Sankirtan movement
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.326.
সকৃত স্তবে প্রভুর করুণা বর্ণন আপন উদ্ধারে রঘুনাথ দাস চৈতন্য স্তবক কল্পবৃক্ষে করিয়াছেন প্রকাশ
In his poem known as the Gauranga Stava Kalpa Vriksha, Raghunath Das has described his personal deliverance. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.327.
গৌর কৃপায় রঘুনাথের দামোদরানুগত্য ও গান্ধারবা গিরিধারী সেবালাভ স্তবাবলিতে শ্রী চৈতন্য স্তব কল্পবৃক্ষ স্তপে 11
Although I am a fallen soul, the lowest of men, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered me from the blazing forest fire of great material opulence by his mercy. He handed me over in great pleasure to Swarup Damodar, his personal associate. The Lord also gave me the garland of small conch shells that he wore on his chest and a stone from Govardhan hill. Although they were very dear to him, that same Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awakens within my heart and makes me mad after him. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This verse is from Sri Gauranga Stava Kalpa Vriksha, verse number 11, written by Raghunath Dasa Goswami.
This verse describes how Raghunath Das Goswami got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
How Raghunath Das Goswami got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
The secret is satisfying the order to us.
The secret is satisfying the order of the spiritual master. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 6.328.
প্রভু রঘুনাথ মিলন শ্রবণে চৈতন্য চরণ লাভ এই তো কহিল রঘুনাথের মিলন ইহা যেই শুনে পাই চৈতন্য চরণ
Thus I have described the meeting of Raghunath Das with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who hears about this incident attains the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So, Krishnadas Kaviraj gives a blessing,
So Krishnadas Kaviraj gives this blessing
and by hearing this pastimes,
that by hearing these pastimes,
how Raghunath Das Goswami met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
how Raghunath Das Goswami met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
they naturally get the lotus feet, the shelter of lotus feet of Lord
they
Chaitanya.
naturally get the shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Haribol.
Hari Bol. Thus ends the chapter entitled Falashruti, attains the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Under the section, the meeting of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Raghunath Das Goswami. End of the section also.
So, I visiting Mayapur Dham, I also get some mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
So by visiting Mayapur Dham, one also gets the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
It says that one should go to Mayapur first and then Vrindavan.
So it says that one should go to Mayapur first and then Vrindavan.
I see like in the temple like in Juhu, all people run around Radharasi Hari, Sitaram Lakshmana.
So I see in the temples like Juhu, all people go around Radha Ras Bihari or Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman.
Actually, by the mercy of the Gaur, we get the mercy of Radha Krishna.
Actually, by the mercy of Nitai Gaur, we get the mercy of Radha and Krishna.
So, here by hearing this darshan of Raghunath Das, not Lord Chaitanya,
So here by hearing the pastime how Raghunath Das met Lord Chaitanya,
we can get the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya.
we can get the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya.
The Siddha Jagannath Babaji
Siddha Jagannath Das Babaji
left Vrindavan
left Vrindavan
and he came to Navadvip
and came to Navadvip
because in Vrindavan if you commit any offense
because in Vrindavan if you commit any offense
which is inevitable,
which is inevitable,
you get 1,000 times the offense.
you will get the 1,000 times of the offense.
So Mayapur,
But in Mayapur,
it's not the same.
it's not the same.
You get 1,000 times any devotional service,
You get 1,000 times for any devotional service,
but the offenses are not multiplied.
but the offenses are not multiplied.
So, Siddha Jagannath Babaji,
So Siddha Jagannath Das Babaji,
he realized his Siddha Deha.
he realized his Siddha Deha,
That's why he's called Siddha Jagannath Babaji.
that's why he is called Siddha Jagannath Das Babaji.
One can achieve the complete perfection in Navadvip Dham.
One can achieve complete perfection in Navadvip Dham.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Krishna.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.